How Abdul'Bahá steered through storms of hardship. Memories of 9 years in Akká by Dr. Yusnis Afrukhte. In the many years of my residence at the threshold of the Master's presence, I often wondered how and by what means was that blessed personage able to solve the manifold problems created by the raging storms of adversity and hardship. How was he able, in matters large and small, to act with such dignity, composure, and unwavering focus as to appear as though he had absolutely nothing else to do? One dark night, as Abdul'Bahá paced up and down the long front hallway of the reception room, relaxing and easing the stresses of a busy day, he asked me the following question: "Do you know how I administer this faith?" Then he said, "I pull the sails of the ship firmly and fasten the ropes tight. I locate my destination, and then by the power of my will, I hold the wheel and head out. No matter how strong the storm, no matter how dangerous the threat to the safety of the ship, I do not change course." I do not become agitated or disheartened. I persevere until I reach my goal. If I were to hesitate or change direction at the sight of every danger, the ark of the cause of God would surely fail to reach its destination. We are reminded by Shoghi Effendi in The Advent of Divine Justice. Ponder the implication of these pregnant and highly illuminating words uttered by Abdul'Bahá. The continent of America is in the eyes of the one true God, the land wherein the splendors of his light shall be revealed, where the mysteries of his face shall be unveiled, where the righteous will abide and the free assemble. Already, the community of the believers of the North American continent, at once the prime mover and pattern of the future communities which the faith of Baha'u'llah is destined to raise up throughout the length and breadth of the Western Hemisphere, has, despite the prevailing gloom, shown its capacity to be recognized as the torchbearer of the light, the repository of those mysteries, the exponent of that righteous and sanctuary of that freedom. To what other light can these above-quoted words possibly allude, if not to the light of the glory of the golden age of the faith of Baha'u'llah? What mysteries could Abdul'Bahá have contemplated except the mysteries of that embryonic world order now evolving within the matrix of his administration? What righteousness, if not the righteousness whose reign that age and that order can alone establish? What freedom but the freedom which the proclamation of his sovereignty in the fullness of time must bestow? The community of the organized promoters of the faith of Baha'u'llah in the American continent, the spiritual descendants of the dawnbreakers of a heroic age, who by their death proclaimed the birth of that faith, must in turn usher in, not by their death, but through living sacrifice that promised world order, the shell ordained to enshrine the priceless jewel, the world civilization of which the faith itself is the sole begetter. While its sister communities are bending beneath the tempestuous winds that upon them from every side, this community, preserved by the immutable decrees of the omnipotent ordainer and deriving continual sustenance from the mandate with which the tablets of the divine plan have invested it, is now busily engaged in laying the foundation and in fostering the growth of those institutions which are to herald the approach of the age destined to witness the birth and rise of the world order of Baha'u'llah. Through the enemies which every acceleration in the progress of your mission must raise up, be fierce, numerous, and unrelenting, yet the invisible hosts which, if you persevere, must, as promised, rush forth to your aid, will in the end enable you to vanquish their hopes and annihilate their forces. Through the ultimate blessings that must crown the consummation of your mission be undoubted, and the divine promises given you firm and irrevocable, yet the measure of the goodly reward which every one of you is to reap must depend on the extent to which your daily exertions will have contributed to the expansion of that mission and the hastening of its triumph. O my servant, abandon not for that which perisheth an everlasting dominion, and cast not away celestial sovereignty for a worldly desire. This is the river of everlasting life that hath flowed from the wellspring of the pen of the merciful. Well is it with them that drink. Baha'u'llah. How can we steer through the storms like Abdu'l-Bahá?